Welcome to Knit 1,
Part 2.
I almost forgot what we were doing.
It's been a while.
It seems like forever for me. I'm Sheila, also known as Sheila D37.
And I'm Wendy, also known as Penny Wendy. And finally, it's the two of us. I don't think we've recorded together in 3 weeks.
Feels like forever.
I think it's 3 weeks.
We didn't record last week. We apologize.
I recorded alone before that. I recorded alone twice before that, I think. So it's been 4 weeks.
I apologize. It's just been crazy for me.
And
I have nothing to show.
It's raining. So. I think I'm actually going to shut the window because
it's
raining here.
It's raining cats and dogs here. It took me an hour and a half to get from work to my house, which would normally take roughly about 45 minutes. It took Wendy 50 minutes to get to my house, which
it normally takes me 20.
So the rain has just made people crazy and not know how to drive, I guess.
Like they don't even know how to drive.
So we have a couple of prizes at the end.
Yes.
We have finally the winners of the knit along for the lace.
Did we decide?
Have we decided on what?
We're going to announce what the knit along is next week because I did not think about it at all. And
we'll start that in September. I think give us July.
We're having a month off,
of August
off, and we're going to start it in September. That is a really good plan.
Yeah.
And that way we'll have better prizes because we can pick something up at Rhinebeck in October to give away. So that'll be kind of cool, like maybe a Rhinebeck bag or T-shirt.
Which we did last year.
We did Rhinebeck bags last year. So, yes, we're officially taking the month of August off. Good idea. But we are drawing for the lace stitch knit along, and we are drawing for Orange You Toasty hat designed by Rachel Klusner, who many of you may know as my friend Diabolical Yarns. And I happen to do a little editing on that pattern, and I'm excited to say that she has released a second pattern that I worked on that's for sale right now that you can also win next week. I'm going to do another contest for that, and I hope that people went to her website and looked at all the gorgeous colorways that she has, because there are tons of them. So, do you want me to go first, or do you want to go
I'll just simply state like this. I don't think I've knit one stitch since the last time I was on the podcast.
I can't even believe that.
I can't either. I was talking to a coworker, and she's like, "What is your problem? You do beautiful work," because I was showing her Ravelry. I said, I don't know. I do miss it. It's just I don't have the physical energy to do it. I come home and I pass out sometimes.
I hear you.
So I will remind everybody what I'm doing. I am doing the diagonal blanket.
Did it come off needle?
No, I'm getting there. It's a slow but sure way. I am actually getting there. I think I'm almost ready to go to the other color, and I think that's what it is. I need to get rid of the white. I need to go to the purple and feel excited about it.
Yeah.
So this is where I'm at.
It's great.
Coming on.
You're more than halfway done, right?
Oh, absolutely more than halfway done.
Look, she's more than halfway done. I love it. It's gorgeous. Ooh. Pulled it too much.
All right, so let me just see. 1, 2, 3.
That's how
10,
it looks.
11, 12.
I love
13,
it.
14,
It feels so nice, too. It's nothing nicer than a cotton blanket for a baby.
21 and a half rows of 25 for this one color.
So you just need to get a few more rows done and you'll be on the new color.
Yeah.
And it's getting smaller every row that you do.
I know. So I will try and punch it out.
And for those of you who don't recognize it, that is grandmother's dishcloth. But
Lion Brand Diagonal.
Oh, it isn't the same as grandmother's? Oh.
It's on the same idea.
It's similar to grandmother's dishcloth?
But it's Lion Brand's Diagonal Baby Blanket, I think is what it's called.
So that's the wrong side.
Oh.
This is the right side.
It
looks really good. I love it.
I can't wait to have the other purple.
I think it's going to look nice.
So my coworker's like, when I have another baby, can I hire you to knit something for me? I'm like,
You know, my sister-in-law was telling me, she showed off the baby hats that I made for the seasons, the holidays, and her coworker was like, wow. Well, can I hire her to knit something? And God bless my sister-in-law. She said, I don't think you could afford what it would cost to hire someone to knit these hats. Because, I mean, putting the yarn cost aside, they could pay for the yarn. But the time that you put into it, you know, I think minimum wage where I live is about $10 an hour. I mean...
Oh, I have no idea.
It would take me 10 hours to do some things. You know,
Well,
depending on how complicated it is, that's $100 right there. And
one
who
thing,
wants
it's my
to pay that
coworker.
much?
I would never ask her to pay.
I wouldn't. Well, I said to my sister-in-law, I don't mind knitting for people that I know.
Well, that's the thing.
My friends, I don't mind for that, but I would never hire myself out to knit something for someone because it wouldn't be worth the time and the money. And when I knit something for someone I know, there's that personal attachment to them that makes me enjoy doing it. So, but I loved it that my sister-in-law knew. She was like, "Oh no."
Well, somebody said to me the other day, "Oh, you should put that on the craft or go to the craft stores." I'm like, because I was showing her my socks. I'm wearing my my zombie barbecue socks, and I said nobody would pay for it because of the cost of the skein.
And on top of the time that it took you to make. I mean, maybe if you made it with a sock machine, but I don't know. I mean, just the yarn alone is like $24 or something.
If not more.
I
mean, because these are the special yarn too. I can't think of the yarn.
Soulmate.
Yeah, Sportmate because it's
Sportmate.
So yeah, it's special yarn. So it's even more expensive.
I know. People don't realize that you're not really doing it to make a cottage industry. In most cases, you're doing it because you like doing it.
Which I haven't been doing at all.
Well,
not that I don't like it, but
it's okay. Nobody forces you to knit.
I know, but I feel so bad that I have nothing to show.
Well, that's okay because I have a lot to show this week to make up for it.
So that's all for me. I have no finished objects either, so I'm just going to state that right out.
Okay, so it's just going to be me showing you a lot of stuff
and
for
I'm just
the next 20
to
minutes. Thank God. I hate recording by myself. It makes me feel stupid. All right, I don't know how people do it regularly. I just feel like...
Well, because we're not used to it, that's why.
That's probably why. So, as you know, I am working on the Seashell shawl by Jo Cray Arts, which is a yarn and fiber company pattern. And
Pretty.
I am on the last repeat. I have...
really?
I am almost done with it, yeah. It has... You'll see.
Okay. It's got more to it otherwise?
It has a lot more to it.
Okay.
So I have literally, I think I have like 8 more rows to do, and I'll be done with this part of the body. And then after I'm done with that, you will see I knit an edging on, and the edging is very big. The edging is probably 5 or 6 inches
all right.
in depth. It's a big edging. And I know it doesn't look very big on this, but when I block this, just stretching it even slightly,
yeah,
it's really stretchy.
How are you doing on the yarn?
Oh. Okay, so you know from before that I've had a yarn barf situation. I thought I was going to deal with it, and I did another week pulling it out of the middle, and I never got to the point where I got to the loop that was stuck out, and it was just falling out more and more. Can you see how messy it is in there? So I broke it off, and I started from the outside.
Oh, all right.
And now I don't have to worry about it anymore. It was driving me crazy.
I bet.
And so it's coming along great. It is in Blue Moon Fiber Arts. Spruced is the colorway. I couldn't remember it the last time I showed it. And, it's hard to see, but I'm not even stretching it a lot, and it's really stretched. You can see how big it gets. It's going to be a very big shawl. I am knitting it on US 5 signature needles. And this is 100% silk yarn. And you can see where I broke that's where I added the new skein yarn. I didn't do anything fancy for it.
No.
I did it near the edge so it won't show. And I'm really enjoying it. Like I said, I made a lot of corrections to the initial chart. Did you see this?
Yeah, you showed me.
But the next charts, there's like 5 charts. I guess you can't really see it. Oh, and then I just made it disappear. None of those have errors on them.
Oh, good.
So I'm hoping that the edging chart works out.
That would suck if it
I
didn't.
know, after all that, hopefully the edging chart will work out. But I have been keeping track of all the errors on my Ravelry page. So if you, and I'm talking specifically to JD from Twisted strands.
Twisted strands.
If you are knitting this, look at my page before you start, because I wrote down every correction that I made to the initial chart, so you don't go crazy like I did. I think I ripped it out like 4 times before I got it right. Now it's all good. So that, I'm enjoying that.
That's good.
I'm keeping it in this bag, my seafood theme, crab bag with mushroom.
Oh, that's right.
This idea, I freaking love it. I always have a pair of scissors and a needle and a tape measure. Like, I was so proud of myself. Didn't matter what bag I had out when I was on my vacation. I always had everything I needed in there. It made me so happy. I'm so glad that I did that. I'm thinking about buying some more.
You should. You should do it and, you know.
I love it. So.
Give them as gifts.
I know.
Hint,
that would be a
hint,
really good idea.
hint.
Yeah. I already got you a birthday present. There's not an earthquake, everyone. Relax. Sheila just kicked the table.
Boy, did I ever, and I apologize.
So that is one thing I have on the needles. The next thing I have on the needle, and
I
if you
hope
follow,
nobody got sick on that one.
if you follow me on Instagram, you know about this, is I am swatching for my Rhinebeck sweater. And this is
Pretty.
just a sample of the Flower Shop Inferno
Okay.
yarn that I spun for this sweater. And I am going to I will show you the pattern. Here's my situation. This is a highly variegated yarn, but I spun it to be a gradient like this.
Yeah.
And you can see really well how it looks in
It
a
does
gradient
look really
because
well.
it's a short piece. Like the gradient won't be as long, it won't take as long to transition in the sweater because my body is more than like 25 stitches around.
Yeah, that's true too.
But it'll stripe gradually like that. The colors will slowly blend into each other because that's how I spun it. So let me show you. I wanted something that would be simple because this has got a whole lot of color going on, and every skein is different. The colors are in a different order. They spun up. Some of them spun up like heavily variegated. Some of them are more solid. Like it just. So I really wanted the color to be like its own thing. So I wanted a very simple sweater. And I had started out thinking that I was going to do Party Mix by Julia Farwell Clay, which is in one of the recent knitties. It was designed for hand spun. But I don't think it's a bell-shaped sweater, and I didn't think it would be very flattering to me. So I found this very little knit. I think there have been no projects knit of it. It's just a simple bottom-up
I think
sweater
that'll work well with that coloring.
with some garter stitch edging and a few garter ridges on the neckline. And I might add a few more garter ridges just to give it a little more interest. The only thing that's weird about it, it's knit out of Aran weight yarn, but it's knit on 10.5 needles.
That seems spacey, doesn't it?
Yes, so hence my swatching, because I don't know if I want, this is a 10.5 needle, and I don't mind it. I wanted your opinion, but I just feel like that's too loose. I kind of like the middle one the best. You think
What's
it's
this?
too loose? That's a 10.
10.5, 10.
9.
I like the 9.
You like the 9 the best? I can go down to 9.
What stitches per inch? What
Actually, 9 is the closest.
for the gauge?
It's like 3.9 stitches per inch, and I get 4 stitches per inch on the 9. That's close. You like that one the best? I
do. The other ones are too spacey
You think this
for
is
me.
too spacey? Yeah, this looks nice. So I'm probably going to do this one because this one's a little gappy. This one I don't like. It's very gappy. And when you look at the sweater picture up close,
You can see it.
hers is really gappy.
You can see it on the hanger.
I'll show you. You can see that hers is very gappy. So I'm going to have to modify anyway because the body of the sweater is, the bust and the body are the same size, and I'm pear-shaped. So I was going to have to knit a larger hem anyway, so I'm going to have to do math for it. But I'm kind of looking forward to it. It's a nice pattern. I mean, honestly, I probably could have reverse engineered this myself because it's a very simple sweater. I probably could have engineered it to be knit from the top down, which would be better, but I just don't feel like
fooling around with it.
I didn't feel like designing a sweater, so I'm gonna have to do some math on this, but it won't be that bad. I'll just use my spreadsheet and I'll bang it right out. So that's how it's gonna look. I'm really excited. I'm gonna start knitting that this week because it's getting close to.
I didn't even think about it until you just mentioned it.
It's like 2 months till Rhinebeck.
I have to write down the dates and give them to my work so that I don't get scheduled.
Otherwise, I'll be alone. Well, I won't because Lois will be there, but I'll be alone in our little cabin. All right.
I don't want to go. I need to go.
You need to go. That's a good vacation for you. So that's all I have actively on the needles right now. I did take my sock project with me, but I ended up only knitting on the booties because I showed last time I recorded that I was going to do baby booties, and I ended up only knitting on those pretty much. So I will show you. I finished them. This is called
scrap yarn.
Yeah.
Oh my.
What?
I don't know. It looks Halloweeny.
It's navy blue. Navy blue and orange.
They look Halloweeny.
I liked it. These are Pippi, they'll be PP booties with the baby P's on them. Pippi baby booties by Frankie's Knitted Stuff. I don't know what Frankie's real name is, but this was a free pattern. I used all free patterns for baby booties. This is allegedly... What is this allegedly for? The smaller pair. I think they look really big. But
those look almost like a 6 month to a year.
Yeah, but you know what? Booties are great for whatever. So I made this, and I love them. I did accidentally modify. Well, I made one modification was that you were supposed to knit them flat and then seam them. Yeah, not going to happen. So I used Judy's Magic to knit the bottom in one piece. But then I forgot that the design was to be knit flat. So mine are not this. They don't look exactly. The ridges aren't in the same places that they would be if I had knit it flat because I was doing it wrong 2 times, twice around. But they came out pretty close. And you're supposed to alternate with 2 colors, like have a solid color and then use like a colored color to make it stripe. I'll show you.
Oh, all right.
Which would be really cute, but I was like, yeah, ain't nobody got time for that. So I just knit it out of one color. And I like these because they're dark and, if the baby's like old enough to walk, they won't get really dirty.
Put some sticky stuff on it because baby was slipping.
But you know what I mean. Parents can do that if they want to. I did the knitting. I'm done. So that's that. I did that pair. The next pair that I did are called Cozy Little Toes by Judith Kaler. And they are socks that look like... See, whenever I do that, I always touch it. Socks that look like that. And I knit them out of scrap yarn. And I made them a little longer.
Those are cute.
Because baby feet grow fast. And the baby can still wear them. They are cuffed. And the baby can wear them for a while.
Those are so cute.
I love them. And these will stay on because they're ribbed on the instep. So they will suck to skinny little baby feet. And they'll probably be too big for her, but she can wear them. So I did those. And then the third kind, I didn't print out I don't have the pattern on here. I
I've seen them before.
These are baby blue step baby booties, and I can't remember the name of the designer, but I will link it in the show notes. It is linked in last week's show notes. And I knit this out of Socks That Rock from one of the clubs in my Wild Irish Girly colorway. Scrap yarn. I had 2 separate skeins, 2 mini skeins of this, so I made those. Those are cute. These stay on really well. I made these for my other niece before she was born. So yeah, 3 pairs of baby booties I knit while I was on vacation for my new niece. And I'm excited for her to get those. I am attending the baby shower this weekend.
What are you getting or doing?
I'm giving her a gift card to Babies R Us so that they can buy whatever they don't get with the gift card. But I'm also giving the handspun sweater that I made and the little baby hat that I made from that kit that had the multicolored yarn, and then these baby booties. And then my daughter's going to buy her a present because my daughter's invited as well. I think my daughter's going to buy her a little outfit. Cool. We're going to Target later. Sorry, I'm sweating.
Sweaty in here. It's
because I shut the window. And now it's like... So those are all my finished objects for the week. Baby booties. I'm very happy with them. And I think the next thing I knit for the baby will be a toy, and then I think I'm done.
Sounds reasonable.
So that's a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
That'll be 5 hats, a sweater, 3 pairs of baby booties. I could knit more, but I got to do some knitting now for me. So that's it for on
Rate Your Date.
Rate Your Date.
On the dance card and Rate Your Date.
Yep.
And Whirlwind Romance for you?
Nope, I didn't spin it all this week. I've been jet lagged. We got back from California on Sunday morning at 6 a.m. after taking a red eye. And we all went to bed and woke up at 3 in the afternoon. And the kids and I are still jet lagged. My husband, my poor husband, we flew in on Sunday at 6 a.m. We slept until like 3 o'clock. We all tried to go to bed at a normal time, and my husband had to get up and go to work on Monday morning and then fly out to San Diego at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And he just got back yesterday morning on the red eye at 7 a.m.
Okay, so he's going to be messed up for a while.
He stayed up all night, all day yesterday after his red eye flight, and he went to bed at I think he fell asleep on the floor at like 8 o'clock watching TV. And, he had a hard time getting up for the 8 o'clock. He slept 12 hours.
Wow.
Yeah. So, I actually didn't really do a lot of knitting this week just because I did a lot of finishing, but I didn't do a lot of knitting because I've been really jet lagged. The kids and I have been waking up every day at 10 a.m. My kids never get up my kids get up at 5, 6, or 7 in the morning.
Right.
But we're all so off. So I forced myself to go to bed at a normal time last night, and I got up at 9:30 today, so it's a little better. One day, my daughter and I slept 11 hours.
That's a lot.
So, yeah. So nothing on Whirlwind Romance. Future dates, I already showed you my future date is going to be that fantastic sweater. I guess I should tell you who that designer is.
My future date is just a finish. Then maybe I'll start your mom's slippers. Mine
is Material Science Research Society Association is the name of the designer, and the sweater pattern is called Fantastic. So that's what I'm doing. I don't have any other future dates.
Future dates for me is just to finish and maybe do your mom's slippers.
My mom said, take as long as you need. She's in no rush, obviously.
I need to get them out of here, though, just for my own benefit.
So, baubles and bling.
The only baubles and bling I have is what you gave me.
Yeah, I got Sheila a little something in Chinatown. It's a lucky cat, and it's to help her get a new job. You need to put it on something.
I should put it on my car.
You should put it on your dashboard.
With my bobbin turtle.
That's right. There you go.
Which is also supposed to be lucky.
Yep. There were a lot of those for sale. We had fun in Chinatown, so I picked her up. I got myself a lucky cat with one of those little drums that the little hand drums. That's a bell, and it has some kind of good luck thing hanging from it, hanging from the clapper. Mm. And it's about this big. It's really cute. We're going to use it as a Christmas ornament. We don't really... my husband hung it up on the window, but it's going to be a Christmas ornament. That's what we got it for. It's one of the lucky cats. It's waving with one hand, and it has the little drum with the other hand. Super cute. Well, it doesn't actually wave it. It's just doing this. Yeah, the lucky cats wave. That helps you bring money into your business. I learned a lot of things about Chinatown this weekend, and I had known that before, but also... the dragon dancers come and they set off fireworks in front of your shop to help scare away the evil spirits. Yeah. I took pictures of that.
They usually do that on Chinese New Year.
They were doing it while we were there. They probably do it for the tourists. There was a local dojo that had dragon costumes, and I think that was partly to advertise.
Yeah.
They were doing the fireworks too. So that was cool. So I did buy 2 things in California other than the cat ornament was my other thing. I went to a yarn store, Cambria Yarn, www.cambriayarn.com, also called, I think they call it Ball and Skein as well, or something
Pretty
like
colors.
that. Yeah, I've never seen this. This is Unisono by Zitron. It's a German yarn, and I've heard of Zitron before,
Yeah.
but I've never seen this Unisono. It has long color changes, kind of like, like
Long stripes.
more like this. Yeah, but long ones. And they had this, I would never have bought this. These are not my colors at all, but I saw a cowl knit up in this, and it was so pretty. So I got it, and then I got this because I think I might make the baby toy for my sister-in-law out of this one because it's really bright rainbow colors. And I'm going to do something from one of Rebecca Danger's books out of this. Maybe the monkey, because the monkey's kind of cute.
I still have my monkey.
Yeah, I know.
It's a
I
good
love
thing.
the monkey.
It's a good thing I never told anyone who I was giving that to.
Yeah, because you're keeping it now. But I realized that it would have been wise for me to buy 2 skeins of this to do a bigger shawl because this is less than 300 yards. Or just over 300 yards. I can't remember. 300 meters. It turns out, I can't remember. I looked it up. It's not a lot of yardage. And a lot of the projects people have made with it are with 2 skeins. So I might go on the internet and get another skein of it. But yeah, I treated myself. This is what I got, 2 skeins of this yarn. I've never tried it before. It feels really nice. It's got like a nice twist to it. So I looked around for like a day to find something to knit on this. But what I really wanted to work on is my sweater. So I'm going to do that first until I finish the shawl. And that's all I bought for myself. I did order something from Spunky Eclectic this week.
Some fiber.
No, it's not anything that I've ever ordered before. So I was hoping it would come by today, but I ordered it later in the week, so I think I'm going to get it tomorrow. And I realized I could have just had her bring it, and I could have picked it up from her tomorrow morning if I go, but...
Well, this way, if you don't feel like going.
This way, because I might not. If the weather's really bad, honestly, I might not go.
It's supposed to be sunny, yeah.
Cool, then I'm going.
I checked it. I don't know, maybe we will. Maybe. I'm only working till 9, but we'll see.
Yeah, I have to be home by 1 because I have that baby shower at 2, and I'm going to have to, like, change. And so I'm going to go up right when it opens. Oh, good. That's kind of hot. I hope it's not humid. What's the chance of rain?
0%.
I'm going then. So there's that. So I'll show you that when it comes in. I'll tell you what it is after we stop recording because I'm super excited about it. I saw this thing that I wanted like 2 months ago, and I didn't get it. And it's been like
Eating you ever
bugging
since.
me ever since. And so I decided, guys, you're a little loud. The boys are here. Guys, can you just hold out for a little while longer? So yeah, I decided at the end of my trip that I deserved a little something, and since I really didn't buy myself anything other than those 2 skeins of yarn, I bought this, and I'm really excited about it. So I'll show you that next week.
Okay.
So that's it for Baubles and Bling.
Crushes and
Heartbreaks.
Well, everybody will be happy to know that I got one of my teeth fixed. My upper left side, I don't know what tooth it is. I got a temporary crown. The permanent one will be in 2 weeks. This is the one that I have had for 10 years without a crown.
That led my mom to believe that it would be okay to have a temporary for 10 years until...
I never had a crown, period.
Hers got really... She had a temporary.
I never had a crown at all.
But
Mine
my
was
mom's
just
like... And then my mom had big problems. And she was like, Sheila had hers for 10 years.
Well, the dentist, okay, here's the situation. I went to a new dentist.
Yeah.
Because it was in my network. And I'm so glad I did, I think. I ended up having a deep cleaning because my teeth were bad. It started off that I broke the tooth. So she doesn't know if they're going to fix it, but I really need to go and at least have a consult to say yay or nay if they can fix it. She goes, if we can't do a crown lengthening, then we'll just pray for the best. But this one I got the crown. So I'm talking to them and, they're doing the deep cleaning and there's some deep pockets in the back. And I'm like, I don't understand. I said, I regularly went to my dentist. But he was old school in the sense that they were still using the old x-ray machine.
I told my husband this. I said, Sheila was like, their x-rays are on a computer. And my husband was like, yeah, for like the last 15 years.
My dentist hasn't.
Oh my God.
It's been a very, I don't want to say rude awakening. It's been an awakening.
So the moral of the story is make sure your dentist is like keeping up with the times.
Because, I went to my dentist for too many years, apparently. Like, we're talking 20-something years? 20-something years going to this dentist. And so I have a crown here. Wasn't so bad because it was in network. It was a little over $300.
That's really good.
After my insurance paid for it.
Mine for out of network, I had to pay about $1,200.
Mine for out of network, but still covered, was my portion of it was over $500.
Yeah,
so
that was at my old dentist, and I'm at a dentist in network now, and I
did have to pay for it my portion up front, so I put it on a credit card.
That's what I do.
But so that's that. It's still kind of bothering me because, she really did some work. And I told her, I said, are you going to use Novocaine? And she goes, well, the tooth's dead. I'm like, could you just use Novocaine for me just for my peace of mind? Because it's been a very sensitive tooth anyways for some reason. I don't know. But so.
Yeah, if you follow me on Instagram, you'll know that I also had work done on my teeth last week.
Yeah, she's been telling me to have my fillings.
But I had to have 2 fillings replaced. Another thing to know is that if you have metal fillings, old school metal fillings, they will eventually make your teeth start to crack if you don't get them replaced. She said,
mine aren't yet, but she goes, let's start working on it after all this work is done. I'm like, yeah, maybe. Because it's almost like an old tile floor. You start, too much wear and tear is going to crack them.
And for some reason, the metal that they did it doesn't move enough. I think the stuff that they're using now is more
flexible, so to speak.
It doesn't get pressure on your teeth so much. And I have 2 that I had just had the fillings replaced. And I have 3 that will probably need to be replaced, but they're fine right now. And the doctor's like, I can do them for you. But the insurance won't cover it because it's considered cosmetic.
Oh, really?
So I have to wait until they start to crack a little bit. And then, so he's like, we're just going to watch them every time you come in. We're going to evaluate them again. And when they get to the point, as soon as we see that, we'll fix them. And I think it cost me, I think I paid like $200 to have 2 teeth refilled because it's in network.
Yeah, the other thing is now because of my deep cleaning, I need to go see my dentist every 3 months.
Yeah. In the bright news, my teeth and gums are very healthy. I just have fillings that need to be replaced. I've
been taking very good care of my teeth.
My husband went in because he finally went into the nest after 2 years. He has to have 2 fillings replaced, and he has 2 cavities.
Yeah, Max and Zachary went to the dentist the other day. Max needs sealant on a couple of teeth, and one of those teeth have cavities. And Zachary, they're like, both of the boys don't look good. They're not brushing well. And I'm not surprised. So we got to make sure that they brush well.
Yeah.
And cut out any sugary stuff.
My daughter has genetically soft teeth, so that's always going to be a problem. She inherited them from my father's side of the family. And she gets... Oh, that's the other thing. I had to pay $25 for it, but they sealed my teeth, too.
Okay.
Because it's not covered for adults. Like, why why, but she's like, I'm sealing your teeth because you've got cracks in the other ones that are starting, and this will keep them from getting cavities. If the cracks get bigger, then we'll replace the filling. So I was happy about that. Any other crushes and heartbreaks? I kind of horned in on yours.
Yeah, you did.
Sorry.
That's okay. Just busy working, picking up hours at the phlebotomist. They really like me.
Then they should pay you more money and give you more hours.
Well, they're working on getting me the hours, but I've had two separate people who said that they really like working with me because I actually work. And I'm like, I'm not getting in the middle of that. The whole drama is just ridiculous. But so now I'm going to learn how to do drug screens.
Cool.
That will be good on my resume.
When are you getting your certificate?
I filled out the application. I had my manager sign it. I got to write out the check. And the test is at the end of September.
Okay. I'm on you.
I know. I got to
get it done.
I just got to fill out the check. I had everything else filled.
That will help you.
I found out, that's another thing I found out. There's two different certifications. There's the ASCP and the ASPT. Mm-hmm. The ASCP is what most of the older phlebotomists are licensed as, because that was the only thing for a long time. But the ASPT is it's more of a phlebotomist technician licensing, where the ASCP is more of a generic, but it's very strict. One of my coworkers just took the test a couple of weeks ago, and she's like, they send you the study material? She goes, none of that was on the test. I'm like, what? She goes, it was more tech stuff. She goes, I have no idea. They asked you, there's an additive to a purple top. It's EDTA, and it stands for something, and I don't recall what it is, but it's a long word.
Yeah.
And maybe other people will know what it is. But she goes, you had to know how to spell that. It's etracetylene something or other. I'm like, okay. So once I send in my stuff, they'll send me the material to study.
Well, if you need help studying, I will help you. I studied for the bar exam, so I'm really good at studying for long, horrible exams.
The thing that gets me nervous, I guess you only have 2 hours to take the exam. No matter what, 2 hours, that's it. If you're not finished, too bad.
You'll finish.
And in those 2 hours, she said they give you 7 seconds to answer a question. And in those 2 hours, you get to take 10 minutes out for your practical, because you're going to do a practical exam on how to do blood work. So I'm nervous about that. She goes, oh, that was like the easiest part because you do it so much.
Yeah, I would do that first. Well, get it over
I guess they do it by alphabetical order. Which,
so that's good.
Yeah. But yesterday, I had somebody come in to me, and she's like, are you new? I said, no. I said, I don't typically work till 1 o'clock. I said, I don't, I'm not typically here around this time. I'm only in the morning person. I said, I draw the patients on the floor. And she's like, oh, and that kind of relaxed her, because I think she was afraid I was new.
Aww.
No, I'm not new. But, yeah. There's a big controversy in my lab about using butterflies over straights.
Yeah, well, I heard that you're not as good if you have to always use the butterfly.
I try not to rely on the butterflies.
That's what I heard from her.
Well, if you the butterfly is the little one that has the wings.
Yeah.
And if you stick it in the needle, you can instantly see, if you stick the needle in, you can instantly see that you got it in, because there's a flash of blood right at the end. Right. But if you rely on that, you don't get confident with the straight needle. So today I think I used only 2 butterflies. One was because it's a hand, and one was she's a hard stick. And I don't know, anything below like here, I won't use a straight needle on.
Yeah, they've started to have to do me in weird part of my arm.
Yeah, just to me, like, there are some men who have gorgeous veins right here.
Yeah.
I won't use a straight. I could use a straight, but I won't. It just, anything below the antecubital area just doesn't feel right to use a straight. But we've been using a lot of butterflies because a lot of the techs, there's at least 4 of the techs. That's all they use. Mm-hmm. So we've been using, in less than 2 weeks, we've gone through a case and a half of butterflies.
Well, that's not good. They need to.
No, I don't think so. So I've been using straights. Like I said, today I had 7 patients, and I'd say at least 5 of them I did straights on.
Well, good for you. So
but it's easy to fall back on them.
my crushes and heartbreaks. I had one and I forgot what it was.
Sorry.
What?
Sorry.
I'm cutting you off.
That's all right.
Well, I noticed that I have to leave
I know.
pretty soon.
I know.
Although I remembered he doesn't have to be there until 4:15. I thought it was 4,
I know, but
it's
still
Friday.
Go. So,
yeah.
Why don't we cut off, and if you remember your crush and heartbreak,
Well, we're almost done.
I know, but we gotta hurry.
Oh no, I'm just okay. You do that, and I'll try to remember what it was.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
About. Yeah.
Was it about the flight? Was it about your trip? Was it?
No, I don't remember it.
In love? Okay, so we have 2 prizes to hand away. The first one is, it's going to be,
okay, so let me show this.
Skein of
Araucanian nature wool in multi. There's no other identical color 402.
It's really pretty, pinkish.
Pinkish.
And purple.
It's just under 100 yards. And this really cool Fiorucci bag looks like this. You throw it in, but when you unzip it, this would be great for a festival. It's a big bag.
Really big bag, too.
Yes, it's a really big bag. So you just fold it up in here.
Doesn't really seem to matter how you fold it up.
No,
either.
you can pretty much fold it up any which way.
Squeeze it shut.
Just squeeze it shut and zip it in. I want to make sure you don't zip the bag into the zipper. So it's really easy to use, and then it's all small again. And we picked this yarn to go with it because they kind of coordinate.
So the winner of that was post number 232, which is DCHU 5457. D2?
D2 5457.
Which is Dorothy. She knit a Cassandra, which is a shawl.
PM me your address, and this will come right out to you.
And then the second winner
will get Opal sock yarn in the crocodile colorway.
It's I think it's a this was from my deep stash, sorry, years ago. The old what's the knitting style? Where it looks like a pattern, but it's
it's faux Fair Isle.
Yeah.
It's like faux Fair Isle. This is Opal Zwergergarn.
It's woolen nylon.
I think it's a woolen nylon blend. It's all in German, so I can't really. 75% superwash yarn, 25% polyaramide.
Sorry.
And it's. I think the colorway is crocodile.
Yeah, it is crocodile.
Crocodile.
It's actually a very pretty color.
Yes, it is very pretty, and we put this gorgeous Chinese bag, Chinese print bag.
Made for us by Suzanne.
Yes, Susan donated it to us.
Is it Susan or Suzanne?
Yes, and it's a really cute bag, and that will go to Finalali.
Pinalali, also known as Verena, post 153. She knit her own design.
Oh, cool. So you will get this blue bag. PM me your... Oh, and it has a fleece bottom, so it won't slide off when you have it on your
really
lap.
Nice.
So, yeah, this really nice bag. Send that to... PM me your address, and I will send that out. And the last thing is...
The Orange
You Toasty. Let me show you. I have it queued up. So last week we did isn't that cute?
Yeah.
We did a contest to see who could win a free Orange You Toasty pattern from Rachel Klusner.
And if you won the pattern, what color would you like to knit it out of?
Yes. What color you would
So
knit
the
it out
winner
of.
was post 78. We had 164. I don't remember.
Yeah.
And the winner was post 78, Moa Brocks. MOABROCKS. When I went into her profile, there was no name, so it's Moa Brocks.
Okay. And she would use
Tequila Sunrise.
which is the one that the sample. See how I keep doing that?
You're defective.
I know, I can't use this. That is the colorway that it's actually in. I like this because I call it the Dunkin' Donuts colorway. Somebody commented that it reminded them of Dunkin' Donuts, and I'm like, it totally does. Now, the last thing is that Rachel has a new pattern out. And I will show you. Where is it? Oh, it's because it's not on here. I queued it up. It is called Skeleton Mitts by Rachel Klusner. And they are skeleton mittens. They are mittens that make your hands look like skeleton bones. These would be awesome for Halloween, especially in those areas where
It gets
gets cold before Halloween. I'm talking to you, Midwesterners. So I would love for you, I'm going to post a contest for this, and all you have to do is post where you would wear these skeleton gloves or who you would give them to. Skeleton mittens, I keep calling them gloves, in the thread, and you will win a free pattern. And to the winner of the Orange You Toasty, I will PM your address to Rachel. Guys! We have like a few minutes left. It's like they have a limit to how far they can go. So yeah, this is another pattern that I helped her with and that she just released. So it's cool. I think it's $4 on Ravelry, but I will PM the name of the winner of Orange You Toasty, and we will draw a winner for this next week.
Yes.
And was there anything in our okay? Because for some reason, I'll explain to you later. So anyway, I still can't remember what my crush and heartbreak was. So I guess it wasn't
That big of a crush.
that big of a deal. So I guess I got nothing to say.
Any gossip and innuendo?
Yes, the gossip and innuendo is that there is Fiber Revival in Newburyport tomorrow. I have announced it for the last few weeks, and after that, I will be posting links to the events that we will be attending this fall. And I'm going to give you a preview of them now. We will both be attending Rhinebeck.
Hopefully.
Don't even say that, or I'm going to be like alone in that hotel room,
No,
cab by myself.
No, you won't.
Oh, no plans. So we're going to be at Rhinebeck together. I will be at Stitches East. I don't know if Sheila will be able to come. She hasn't traditionally gone with me.
No, I can't. It's they're usually weekends in a row, right? Usually one weekend. Yeah, I can't do 2 weekends in a row.
Yeah, I will be at Stitches East. I will also be at the Big E Fiber Festival.
I haven't gone to that one either.
You should really go to that one. That one's fun. I'm going to that one as well. So I'll put a thread for people who want to do meetups. At Rhinebeck, we typically do go to the podcaster meetup. We don't do an individual meetup. Somebody usually organizes like a meetup time right after the Ravelry meeting, where people hang out and they meet podcasters and stuff, and we always go to that. But I will be happy to arrange a time for Stitches East and the Big E one for friends and viewers that I haven't met before.
Cut it quick because it's starting to get unruly.
Oh, I know. No, that's it. I'll put a thread in the group. So,
on that note, thanks for joining us. Sorry I've missed you guys for so long. Good note is I finished the white section.
All right.
So we'll see where it goes from here. Guys, have a good week.
Yep.
Knit with heart.
Knit with heart. Bye.
See you later. Bye.